Welcome to today's yoga class. So, today we're just going to be on the floor. So, go ahead and set yourself up so that you have some space. And if you need a blanket or a pillow nearby, take a minute to set yourself up. We may have a guest visitor moving in and out as Floyd joins us or goes and sits outside. Always an option. So today I want to start with a little breathing practice. So just set yourself up so you can sit comfortably. If you're at home, just kind of find that spot where you can sit comfortably in a chair or whatever feels right for you. We're going to take just a few minutes to do a little opening for the sinuses. I know this time of year there's a lot of junk in the air, and so we can do a couple little things to try and help open up the sinuses. Now, remember, with these breathing practices, it's always your own experiment. So just to try for yourself and see what works for you. So just pay attention as we do this. But the first thing we're going to do is start with just a regular breath. So inhaling and exhaling nice and easy. Now I'm going to talk through it, and then I will do it, and then I will again do it where you can join me, just so you get the idea. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in, a nice deep breath out. And then after your exhale, you're going to hold your breath, closing both nostrils. So you're just holding after your exhale. Now, the important thing here is as you hold your breath, you don't want to create a lot of pressure. It's not like you're blowing your nose. You're just going to hold that breath, and you're going to build up that sense, that feeling that you need to take the next breath in. See if you can hold after that exhale until you get that feeling, that build up that you really need to take your next breath in. And then you're going to let go of your nose and take a free breath. So now I'm going to do it. You can watch this one, and then I'll do it again where you can join me with it. So you're just breathing in and out. And then after you breathe out, you're going to clench both nostrils tight and just hold your breath. Nice and gentle, feeling that build up, that need to take the next breath in. And then you're going to let go and take a free breath in and out. Now you can do this several times. So I'm going to do it again. You join me. Just a nice deep breath in and out. And then at the end of your exhale, you're going to close both nostrils, holding after your exhale. Don't try and bring any more air in. Just feel that buildup of air, that need for the next breath. And then release when you're ready. You may not have held as long as I did. That's okay. We're going to do it one more time together. So inhale and exhale. And then hold. No pressure. And then release and breathe. And then check in. See if you've noticed any more space through your sinuses, any release in your sinuses. Maybe not, that's okay. And again, you can do this like 4 or 5 times in a row. But the idea is that build up, that need to take the next breath in, initiates some opening through your sinuses. It tells your body that you want to bring that air in. The important thing is when you go to inhale afterwards, you're breathing in through your nose. Let's do it one more time. So inhale and exhale, and then close your nose and hold. No pressure. Breathing in through your nose. Again, just checking in, noticing what this does for you. Maybe it doesn't change anything. That could also be true. But just give it a shot and see how it works for you. All right. Now we're going to get to some movement. I want you to come down onto your backs. onto the floor here. And then just bring your knees in towards your chest. Let your hands come to your kneecaps. We're going to start with this little forward bend. So as you exhale, you're pulling your thighs close to your belly, feeling that little stretch on your low back. When you inhale, make space between your belly and your thighs. Just kind of going back and forth, nice and easy. See if you can reconnect to that easy breathing. Try and breathe through your nose as much as you can. Remember, you're connecting to your breath, so you don't have to pace yourself to match me. Just find something that feels good. And then when you've had enough, set your feet down onto the floor and make sure there's a little space between your feet, a little space between your knees. Legs are going to stay in this position. We're going to move the arms. So on your next inhalation, just raise both arms toward the floor above your head. Try and find that little arch along your back. And then when you exhale, bring your arms all the way back down by your sides. Really pull your belly button in, flattening your back toward the floor. Do this a few more times. Inhale, raising your arms. Exhale, lowering your arms to your sides. Really pull those belly button in. Find your easy breathing. One more time, just moving those arms. All right, the next time your arms are down by your sides, let your arms rest alongside your body. Just bring your attention down to your feet, your toes, your heels, pressing into the floor. Now on your next inhalation, you're just going to lift your hips up off the floor just an inch or two. And then when you exhale, roll your spine down. Try and get your tailbone to be the last thing to touch the floor. I know it's not much. We're going to go a little higher this time. So inhale, just lift a little higher. Keep your chin toward the ceiling. So try not to watch the video. Just listen. You know what we're doing. Again, inhale, lifting your hips maybe a little higher. Try and relax the back of your neck. And then roll your spine down. If it feels okay, 2 more times. Lifting. And then rolling your spine down, letting your tailbone be the last thing to touch the floor. Okay, last one. Relaxing the back of your neck. All right, so when your hips touch the floor, let your hips rest on the floor. Bring your knees in towards your chest, holding the backs of your legs. Maybe stretch out that low back a little. Now on your next inhale, you're just going to straighten both legs up toward the ceiling, pushing out through your heels, flexing your feet. And then when you exhale, bend your knees in towards your belly, pointing your toes. So do this a few more times. Try and use your abdominal muscles more than your arms to muscle through this. If it helps, you can just let your hands rest on your kneecaps. It also gives you a little information to notice if your knees are rolling in or out as you repeat this movement. You want to try and keep those legs neutral, those knees pointing toward the top of your head. Let's do it one more time. All right, when you've had enough, set your feet back down onto the floor and adjust your hips, adjust your back, however you need. All right, now we're going to combine lifting both arms and lifting both hips. So on your next inhalation, press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips only as high as it feels good. Bring your arms to the floor above your head. And then when you exhale, you're going to roll your spine down at the same time lowering your arms. Now see if you can pace it so that your hands and your hips reach the end point at the same time. That just means your arms move a little faster than your hips. They have farther to go. If it feels okay, 2 more. You find the pace, you find the range of movement that feels right. Just paying attention to your body here. One more time, unless you're cramping, back off. All right, the next time your hips are on the floor, your arms are down by your sides, let everything relax. Again, bring your knees in towards your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. All right, now you're going to keep your knees in towards your chest, bring your arms down by your sides. And this time, simultaneously raise both arms to the floor above your head, straighten both legs up toward the ceiling. So inhale, lifting your legs, lifting your arms, extending. Exhale, coming back to the starting spot. So find the movement that feels good. Inhale, extending. Exhale, knees in towards your belly, arms to your sides. Now on our next one, if you're feeling frisky, if you want to make it a little bit more strong for your abs, only if it feels good, as you bend your knees, lift your head, your chest, reaching down towards your feet. And then when you inhale, extend your legs, extend your arms. So again, and then extending. Maybe one more time, only if it feels good. And then just wrap your arms around your legs, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. All right, when you've had enough, set both feet down onto the floor. And I seem to be moving out of my shirt. There we go. That's a side effect of this move. All right, so again, your knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, arms are down by your sides. We're going to do that same action where you're lifting your hips and your arms, but we're going to do it with a slightly different pacing. Okay, so it's going to take several breaths to get through this. So go ahead and exhale fully. On your next inhalation, you're going to lift your hips and your arms. Everything comes up. Now stay up, exhale, pulling your belly button in. Hold your breath after your exhale and roll your spine down one joint at a time. Keep your arms alongside your head. When you inhale, you're just reaching through your fingertips, extending through your arms. And then on your next exhale, you get to bring your arms all the way back down. So it just takes a little time here. We're going to do it again. So chin toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift your arms and your hips. Stay up as you exhale. Hold your breath after your exhale, pulling that belly button in, roll your spine down. When your butt touches the floor, keep your arms where they are. Inhale, just reach through your fingertips. Exhale, bring your arms all the way back down by your sides. All right, I'm going to direct you through this 2 more times. So inhale, lifting everything up. Stay up, exhale. Hold your breath. After your exhale, just rolling your spine down while you hold your breath. When your butt touches the floor, inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, bring your arms down. Okay, one more time. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to do it. All right, stay up as you exhale. I couldn't not talk. Hold your breath after your exhale, rolling your spine down. When your butt touches the floor, just reach through your arms. And then exhale, let your arms come back down. Now bring both knees in towards your chest again. Wrap your arms around your legs. Maybe rock a little bit. And feel the effect. Notice the difference in your body. Now you're going to bring both hands to your right knee and just stretch that left leg straight out onto the floor. Try and press the back of your straight leg into the floor here. And then hold the back, hold behind your right knee. We're just going to move this right leg. So as you inhale, straighten your right leg up toward the ceiling, only as far as it feels good. And then as you exhale, bend your knee in toward your belly. Now repeat this movement. Inhale, extending through your leg. Exhale, bending that knee in toward your belly. Find your breath. Find the rhythm that feels good for you. If you can, 2 more, just like that. Okay, one more time. Extend that right leg up. If you can, keep your right leg up. Keep breathing. See if you can just rotate your foot around in circles. Try and relax your shoulders, your neck. Now take your circles in the opposite direction, just breathing, however you need. All right, now bend that right knee in towards your belly. If you like, lift your head up towards your bent knee. And then set your shoulders, your head down onto the floor. Bring both knees in towards your belly. Wrap your arms around both legs. Readjusting your shirt if you're working your way out of it. All right, now set both feet back down onto the floor. And then you're going to adjust your hips, adjust your back. When you're ready, bring that left knee in towards your belly and hold that left knee with both hands. Stretch your right leg straight out onto the floor. And then just press the back of your right leg into the floor here. It may feel like a stretch already. I know I'm opening up across that right hip today. And then hold the back of your left leg. On your next inhale, you're just going to straighten your left leg up toward the ceiling, pushing out through your heel. When you exhale, bend that left knee in towards your belly. Now repeat. Inhale, extending. Exhale, bending. Nice and easy. You find the range. You don't have to straighten your leg all the way, but again, notice that knee. If your knee's rolling out to the side or rolling in toward the center, just try and inhibit that rotation. Let's do it one more time. Straightening that left leg up toward the ceiling. Now keep your left leg up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing. Just rotate your left foot around at your ankle. All right, and then take your circles in the opposite direction. There we go. And then bend your left knee in towards your belly. If you like, you can lift your head up towards your bent knee. And then set your shoulders, your head down onto the floor. Bring both knees in towards your belly. Wrap your arms around your legs and just rock a little bit. Take a nice, easy breath. All right. And then you're going to set both feet back down onto the floor. All right. Keep your knees bent toward the ceiling. Just walk both feet to the left, wherever it feels comfortable, where you can keep both hips pressing into the floor. Go ahead and stretch that right leg straight out onto the floor. Again, find a spot where both hips can rest evenly on the floor. Your low back feels comfortable because you're going to stay here with your legs. We're going to focus on this right arm. On your next inhalation, just bring your right arm all the way up alongside your head. Feel that big stretch down your side. And then when you exhale, sweep your arm out to the side and down at the same time, turning your chin left. All right, so when you inhale, raise your arm to the floor above your head, chin turns toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're sweeping your arm out to the side and down, turning your chin away from your moving arm. See if you can find this rhythm. Paying attention to your body here, just moving where it feels good. If you can, 2 more, nice and easy. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling taller on this right side. Let's do 1 more. Inhale, raising your arm, chin toward the ceiling. And then go ahead and bring that arm all the way back down by your side, turning your chin left. And then let your right arm relax. Let your head come back to center. Bend both knees and walk your feet back to the center. Now, when you get to the center spot, this is a good time to shift, to adjust your hips. I know your brain's already thinking, we got to do the other side. We will. All you're going to do is walk both feet to the right, just a little. Doesn't have to be a lot. And then stretch your left leg straight out onto the floor. Check in with your body here. If you need to adjust, if you have more room to stretch, find that space. All right, and then we're just going to focus on this left arm. So start with your arm reaching up to the floor above your head on that inhale, chin toward the ceiling. And then exhale, turning your chin right, bring your arm all the way down alongside your body. So pay attention as you move. Maybe notice where you feel any tightness, any resistance through your shoulder, your neck, even through the side of your body. See if you can find a little space. Whatever feels good, that's what we're going for here. Maybe 2 more, just like that. No rush. If you're breathing slower than me, that is okay. Just take your time. 1 more if it feels good. All right, the next time your arm is down by your side, let that left arm relax. Turn your chin toward the ceiling, bend both knees, and walk your feet back to the center, adjusting your hips, adjusting your back, however you need. All right, we're going to roll over onto the hands and knees here. Now, you can get there however you want, but just be gentle with yourself. As you come up onto your hands and knees, try and find a spot where there's a little space between your knees, a little space between your feet. The idea is for your shins to be parallel-ish to each other. When you bring your toes together here, it puts your hips in a different position. We just want it to be in that nice neutral space. And again, find the space where your wrists feel good, supported, no pain. If your wrists are really cranky or feeling really need to be protected, you can always come down onto your forearms for this. Now that I've talked forever, we're going to move our spines. So exhale, pull your belly button in, rounding your back, tuck your chin here. And then when you inhale, just flatten your back, lifting through your chest. So go back and forth a few times. Exhale, rounding your back. Inhale, flattening your spine. Maybe 2 more. You find the space, whatever feels good. Okay, 1 more time. Finding that stretch along your spine. All right. Now you're going to come all the way down onto your belly, onto the floor. And as you come onto your belly, see if you can stack your hands one on top of the other and just let your forehead rest on the backs of your hands. Now the idea here is that your shoulders or neck should be relaxed. And then we can focus our attention on just bending one knee at a time. So on your next inhalation, you're just going to bend that right knee like you're going to kick yourself in the butt. And then when you exhale, set that foot down. All right, and then we're going to bend the other knee. And then set your foot down. Now you know if you're feeling frisky, you can bend your knee. At the same time, think about lifting your knee up off the floor, but your hip bones have to stay on the floor. And then slowly set your knee down, your foot down. If you're thinking about lifting your knee, try not to roll your knee out to the side. Try and keep your knee pointing toward the floor. It's not a big lift. It's really small. But you should feel your hamstrings, your glutes working. Let's do 1 more time on each side if you haven't already. So the next time you set that left foot down onto the floor, you're going to let both legs rest on the floor. Just take a free breath. All right, so keep your right hand where it is. Bring that left arm down by your side. Your head stays resting on the back of your right hand. Here's the deal. We're going to do 2 things at the same time. On your next inhalation, at the same time, you're going to lift your head, your chest, bend your left knee, reaching back. And then when you exhale, lower back down. Do this a couple more times. Inhale, lifting, bending. Exhale, lowering down. Maybe 2 more. Now stay on the floor. Take a second. Again, only if it feels good as you're practicing at home. If you want, you can reach back with your left hand to hold onto your left foot, your left ankle, your pant leg. If you can't reach, just do what we did the last time. No holding your leg, but if you can, lift up, pushing your foot back. And then if you really can, stay here and take a breath. Notice where you feel the stretch. On your next exhale, you're going to release. Come all the way down. And then bring that left hand under your head. Take a breath. Now your left hand gets to stay under your head. You're going to bring your right arm to your side. All right, so this time when you inhale, you're lifting your head, your chest, bending that right knee. As you exhale, lower everything down. Nice and easy. Just using those muscles along your back. If you can, 2 more. One more time, just bending, lifting. And then lower everything down. Take a breath and check in. It might be different on this side. Only if it feels good. Reach back with your right hand to hold your right foot, your leg, your pant leg, whatever you can reach. If you can't reach, you can do the same thing we just did before without touching your foot. You're just going to inhale, lifting. And then see if you can hold here, kind of pushing your foot away from your butt. One more inhale. And then when you exhale, release your leg. Lower everything down, both hands underneath your forehead. Take a breath. All right, now you're going to come back up onto your hands and knees. Just round your back here. Find that even stretch along your spine. And then let's take care of the feet. So go ahead and just stretch your right leg straight back. So the ball of your right foot's on the floor. Push back through that right heel and take a breath. Feel that stretch along the sole of your right foot, your right calf. And then you're going to bend your right knee to the floor. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Pressing back through that left heel. Just go to where you feel something. That's the goal. And then bend your left knee to the floor. All right. Now, if you like down dog, we're going to do a little down dog. If you don't like down dog, if your wrists are really cranky, your shoulders don't like this, just move it to child's pose. But if you like, tuck the toes of both feet under, lifting your knees up, push your butt straight back. If you can, take a breath or two here. Maybe bend your right knee a little bit more, pushing back through your left hip. And then switch. Bend your left knee, pushing back through that right hip. And then press both feet toward the floor. Now bend your knees all the way to the floor. Point your toes, and if you're not already there, sit back into child's pose. Find that even stretch along your back. Relax your shoulders, maybe stretch out your wrists. All right. Now when you're ready, I'm going to have you come back up onto your hands and knees. So what we're going to do next, I'm just going to rotate so you can see my knees a little bit better. You're on your hands and knees here. You're just going to bring that right knee forward as far as it feels good. So your right knee comes towards your right hand. You can even move that left leg back a little bit. If you like pigeon, here's the thing. You can rotate your right knee out to the right side so your foot comes towards your opposite hip, whatever feels good. So once you find that position, your legs are good here, we're going to do a little bit of work. When you exhale, you're just going to bend your elbows, folding over that bent leg. And then when you inhale, lift through the muscles of your back. Try not to use your hands. So when you exhale, you're folding forward. When you inhale, use the muscles of your back. Your fingers can touch the floor if you need the balance. I know this is a lot. If you can, one more time. The next time you're folding over that right leg, you get to stay there and take a breath. The idea is to let gravity do the work. But again, paying attention to your body here. If it feels like you're cramping or you're creating pain anywhere in your body, that means back off. So just take a breath and figure that out. All right, then I'm going to have you come back up onto your hands. If you can, tuck the toes of that left foot under so you're on the ball of your left foot. And again, we're going to do a down dog only if it feels good. If down dog is a bad idea, find a better way to come out of this. And then you're going to come back down onto your hands and knees. Everybody okay? I know I made this really big. Are you guys all right? I'm thinking of you in my mind. All right. Now we're going to do this other leg. So bring your left knee forward. And then just rotate that left knee out wherever it feels good. You can even move your right leg back a little bit if you like. Once you get your legs situated, we're going to do that little bit of work. So you don't have to have a whole lot of weight on your hands. It's more on your hips, this front leg. As you exhale, you're just folding over your front leg. As you inhale, use the muscles of your back to lift, not pushing with your hands. Exhale, folding forward. Do this a couple more times. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding forward. One more time, if you can. And then folding forward. Now stay folding forward. Find a place where you can relax toward the floor as much as possible. I know that sounds impossible. But just find the space where gravity is doing the work. Trying to relax your shoulders, your neck. Maybe relaxing all the way through that left hip. Now, if you want, you can come back up and go into down dog. Or if down dog sounds like a bad idea, just bring your knees together. And again, round your spine. Find that even stretch along your back. And then everybody come back down onto your hands and knees. And then you're going to shift your body so you're resting on your back on the floor again. Get there however you need. And adjust everything. There we go. All right. Now, as you've come down on your back, maybe you feel like you're done. You could take a nap. You're practicing at home. But if you can't, we got a little bit more work to do here. What I want you to do is bring both knees in towards your chest again and just hold the backs of your legs here. Find that spot where your low back feels supported. On your next inhale, you're just going to open your knees wide away from each other, stretching the insides of your legs. And then when you exhale, bring your knees all the way together. Now repeat. So inhale, your knees go wide. The entire time you exhale, knees come together. Just find that easy rhythm. We're really focusing on your hips, trying to find that balanced movement. All right, the next time your knees are wide away from each other, let your knees stay wide. On your next inhale, you're just going to straighten both legs out in a big V. And then as you exhale, bend your knees. So repeat this movement. Inhale, extending. Exhale, bending. Nice and easy. Again, feeling how strong your legs are. Okay, we're going to straighten one more time and then keep your legs straight. Keep breathing. All right, your knees do not have to be perfectly straight. But what you're going to do is bring your hands to the insides of your legs. We're going to do two things at the same time. So you're gently pressing with your hands, giving your legs just a little resistance. At the same time, squeezing your legs together straight up toward the ceiling. And then move your hands to the outsides of your legs. Give your legs a little resistance, opening your legs wide here. So see if you can squeeze your legs together with that resistance on your exhale, and then open wide as you inhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale together. Inhale wide. Try and relax your shoulders, just all about the legs. Those hips are nice and stable on the floor. All right, the next time your legs are together, keep your legs together. Just bend your knees. Maybe lift your head up towards your knees here, curling yourself up into a little egg. And then set your shoulders, your head down onto the floor. Set your feet back down onto the floor. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really feeling the hips. So as you bring your feet to the floor, open your feet a little wider than hip distance. All right, now keep your knees wide. Arms can rest wherever you like. We're just going to do a little twist. So as you exhale, twist both knees to the right. Your chin's going to go left. And then when you inhale, untwist. Now exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, untwisting. You find the rhythm, nice and easy. Just feeling your body here. There's no need to force, no need to push. We're just coming back from all that work, all that action through your hips. Let's do 1 more time on each side. Until my earbuds fall out. All right, the next time your knees and your chin are up toward the ceiling, stay there. And then bring your feet close together. So your big toes are touching each other, your heels are together. Again, arms can rest wherever you like. On your next inhalation, you're going to open your knees wide away from each other, rolling to the outsides of your feet. Feel that little arch in your back. And then when you exhale, bring your knees together, really pulling that belly button in, flattening your back toward the floor. So repeat this movement. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. I just like to say it. I think it's fun to say. Nice and easy. All right, the next time your knees are wide away from each other, let your knees stay wide. Maybe bring the soles of your feet toward each other here. Just find a spot where your legs can rest, finding that stretch on the inside muscles of your legs. So here's the deal. Feel your feet. Using just 10% of your effort, on your next inhale, press the soles of your feet together, just that little bit. And then the entire time you exhale, slowly relax that tension. So it's just a little press at your feet as you inhale. If your legs are shaking, you've gone too far. Exhale, relaxing. 1 more time, just that little press at your feet. And then relaxing the entire time you exhale. All right, now let your legs stay relaxed. Bring your attention to your glutes. On your next inhale, you can use more effort here. Just clench those butt cheeks tight. And then as you exhale, slowly release. See, the hard part here is the slow. See if you can find that control. Inhale, clenching both butt cheeks tight. Exhale, relaxing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling like one hip's working way harder than the other. Last time. Just pay attention. All right, and then you can let your hips relax. If you can, keep your legs in this position. Bring your attention to that space between your shoulder blades behind your back. So what you're going to do is when you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back, opening up across your chest. Exhale, relaxing. 2 more times. Inhale, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, relaxing. Last one. All right, now just let your shoulders relax. Go ahead and bring your knees all the way together. Soles of your feet are flat on the floor. Keep your legs close. And again, find that 10%, just that little bit of effort, pressing your feet into the floor. At the same time, squeeze your knees toward each other and try and flatten your low back toward the floor. So continue to press your feet down, squeezing your legs together, flattening your low back. And we're going to add pressing the back of your neck toward the floor. Stay here for a breath. The most attractive look. And then relax your neck, relax your low back, relax your legs. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then just take your knees in big, slow circles here. Feel that little connection between your hips and the floor, that little bit of a massage through your hips, your low back, your sacrum. We did so much work here today, you guys. Now we're going to go the other direction. Nice and easy. All right, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms in between your legs, holding your feet, your ankles, your shins, whatever you can reach. Keep holding. See if you can just straighten that right leg out to the right side. And then bend your right knee towards your armpit. Now straighten that left leg out to the left side. And then bend your left knee towards your armpit. Now you can straighten both legs out to the sides. And then bend both knees towards your armpits. When you've had enough, release your legs, set your feet back down onto the floor, and check in. Notice those legs, notice those hips, your low back. If you feel like you need to do one more thing for your legs, your hips, take care of yourself here, especially because you're practicing at home on your own with this video. Really notice how your body's feeling after all that work today. If you feel like you need to do one more thing, take the time to take care of yourself. I've got one more thing for you to do, but you can always stop the video if you're done. All right, you stay on your back. We're going to do one more thing for your arms. So you just find that space where your body feels good. I got so tall I fell off the camera. All right, and then you're going to bring your attention over to that left hand. Spread the fingers of your left hand wide, stretching across your palms. And then curl your left hand into a fist. Now curl that fist in toward your forearm, bending your elbow. And then lift your elbow up toward your head, just as high as it feels good. Take a breath here. And then uncurl your arm. Reach back down the side of your body, spreading those left fingers wide. Try and press the back of your left hand into the floor here. Your left shoulder blade can press into the floor. And then turn your chin away from your reach. Finding the stretch, that space, somewhere between the tips of your fingers and the side of your neck that feels good. Breathing. And then relax your arm. Let your head come back to center. And then bring your attention over to that other arm. Spread the fingers of your right hand wide, stretching across your palm. And then curl your right hand into a fist. And then curl your fist in towards your forearm, bending your elbow. And lift your elbow up towards your head, curling your arm up just as high as it feels good. Take a breath. And then uncurl your arm. Reach back down the side of your body, spreading those fingers wide. See if you can press the back of your right hand into the floor. Maybe get that right shoulder toward the floor. And then turn your chin to the right, or left. That was me. You find the stretch down the right side of your neck, all the way out through your fingertips. Just breathe. When you've had enough, relax your arm. Let your head come back to center. And then just curl your shoulders forward, feeling that little tension across your chest, that stretch between your shoulder blades. And then relax that tension across your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your back. And then relax all those muscles around your shoulder blades. If you like, slowly, gently turn your chin from left to right, from side to side. Breathing however you need.